Joffrey, Renly, Robb Stark are all thieves. They'll bend the knee or I'll destroy them.
Hello everyone and welcome back to the Citadel with me, Grand Maester Stitch, where we return to the rise of House Grand, where we have finally taken the majority of the High Lordship of Pink Maiden, just these 3 little areas left, which means we do now have enough power to take that. However, our Lord Duncan did sadly pass away in the last episode, leaving his young 13-year-old son, Lord Robert, as the new Lord of Grandgate, along with his 4 sisters. So we don't have another male heir. We do, of course, have female heirs, but some of those are already married. Might need to do some marriages where we keep the grand name. We'll see how things go. We do need to sort out a marriage for Robert, see if we can get some sort of Riverland alliance. I don't want to do anything over the top, something realistic. We do still have decent manpower, but I think it might be a good thing to wait until adulthood, until we press that claim, because we do currently have a regent, which is our mother, which is good, but there are obviously other people who try and take power in this situation as well. We're not too bad stat-wise. 11 stewardship, it would have been nice to have more. We do need to find ourselves a new guardian as well now. We do have some new custom courtiers, so we will go through those quickly. We have quite a few ready for when we do get land. Some of them are, well, they're all characters that were already in our court. We've just finally named them. So our Knight Ingram is now of House Cosset. He is still our knight. We are still squiring for him, so which is good. Oh, he's got a rival. He's rivals with Kerwin, which is interesting, who's another one of our custom characters. I didn't know they were rivals. But we will get to him next if we can. Next we've got Jorin, who was Duncan's squire, who is now Jorin Redfield. I'm going to have a look at his relationships. He got any rivals? He does have a rival. He is rivals with Theo Bracken. But he does have 3 friends: Armistead Strider, Andra, and Magit. Yeah, okay. He doesn't have any wards. He does have his son and daughter, though, who I believe, yeah, he was already squiring for somebody, so that's good. Who else do we have? That's 2. We have Kerwin, who we just seen a minute ago. Kerwin Greywield. Really like this sigil. Relationships. He's got 2 rivals. He's also rivals with Alfador Sherwell, who only joined the court in the last episode. So it's interesting that they are already rivals. And I've got a feeling there's 2 more. I'm sure that there was 5 altogether. We've done Redfield. We've done Kerwin Greywield. Damwell Wakefield with this golden eagle on a fiery field, who was one of our knights as well. So these are all people that were already our knights. They've now just got those family names ready for when those lands become available to us soon. And then last but not least, we have Amos, who is our steward, who is now Amos Claypool. I have arranged a random marriage for him, so he should get a bride soon. I'm sure that it will get accepted. I'm pretty sure that that was all of the new ones. Oh, no, and we have one more. I'm lying. We've got Jonathan Dirt as well, with the brown fish on white, and I have already arranged a marriage for him as well, so hopefully he will too get that marriage soon. Right, now for ourselves, we do need to educate ourselves, educate child. I don't know who we've got. We've got Andra, who does have decent stewardship. Our mother does have decent stewardship anyway, so we could use that, but I am going to look throughout the realm. Who have we got? What is Edmure Tully's stewardship? Absolutely terrible, but his diplomacy is incredible. There's probably not any High Lords with... Wow, that is terrible stewardship. Lord Walter of Harrenhal has 25, which is decent, but he did rebel against the king. I think we will just go with our mother, to be honest. I think it's probably the best option for her to educate us. And she gained up 15 opinion of us because we became her ward. Perfect. But that's all the custom characters. So we're still trying to gain control here. We're still trying to increase the development in our capital. We will on pause, see what's going to happen. We do need to pick our dynasty legacy as well, and that's for one of those marriages. And I think, considering we're very stewardship, I think we'll go for the activities one, which makes grand weddings cheaper. And I'm pretty sure that it makes other stuff cheaper later. Oh, no, maybe not. Maybe it was a different one that I'm thinking of. Let's read that in a second. This one, mostly fair. Hunts, feasts go down. Yeah, title creation cost is down, building down. Yeah, so we will go for the law legacy. There we go. Your dynasty has unlocked mostly fair. Awesome. Which popular opinion +5 and hunt and feast costs are down by 30%. The life and duties of a squire. My knight, Ingram, has instructed me to clean his armour this afternoon. According to him, it needs a little bit of polishing before it's ready. He's counting on me to clean it so it looks good before he goes over some basic strategies with some young pages tomorrow. As I enter the armoury, I find his armour and see that it is completely covered in dry mud. It'll take me the entirety of the afternoon to clean this up. I had other plans tonight, and those plans did not include cleaning a set of armour completely encased in mud. I suppose my plans now include doing exactly that. Threaten a servant to clean the armour for you. You misuse your position as a squire to threaten the servant. You do the expected thing and clean the armour. We will do the expected thing and clean the armour. We do want to hopefully get a decent fighting skill level. And yeah, we need to find ourselves a match. Preferably someone in the Riverlands that we can get a decent match with. We've got House Vance here. It'd be good if we could get one with a High Lord. He does have daughters. Belara Vance, but she's already betrothed. Aglatine Vance. Not really sure about those traits. Marta Vance is too young, so it's not going to be a Vance. Well, not that Vance anyway. We do have another branch of House Vance, of course, who does have a daughter who is 14. And she's a lady, apparently, of Donalwood. So that's a potential. Rowdy, ambitious, arrogant, patient, and deceitful. And it would give us some more land that our child together would inherit. We would instantly inherit that land in the Vance land, which could be good, because it's very close to our lands anyway, with only a bit of land between us. Who do we have over here? House Goodbrook. House Bracken. Now we know that Jonas Bracken does have a lot of daughters. His oldest one's quite old though. They're all much older than us. Actually, his youngest is a silent sister, so that's going to be a no. House Blackwood. No. Bethany Blackwood hasn't been born yet by the looks of it, and the rest are all boys, so we've got no hope there either with House Blackwood. House Went, but they did rebel, so I don't really want to marry a Went. We do have Maidenpool with the Mootons. Riella Mooton, who's 13, but oh no, she's ill. House Darry. Oh yeah, the Darrys are now under Mooton, aren't they? Of course, so we don't have any options there. We may have to look out of the realm then. Malister. Malister could be good. No, just Lord Andro. No siblings. No, it's not. It's looking pretty bleak. I don't want to marry a Frey, if I'm perfectly honest. And Walder Frey's died. I'd rather not marry a Frey. Then again, there's Belissa Frey here, who's in the pecking. Paranoid, zealous, shy, temperate, pensive. But yeah, I'd rather not marry a Frey, if I'm completely honest. That doesn't leave much. So there's not really any options, unless I don't think there's any. I don't believe there's a Tully. Prince Amos is, yeah, he's got a daughter, but she's much younger. So yeah, we're not going to be able to marry a Tully either. Maybe a Reach Lord from just over the border, which could give us some potential lands. Let's have a look. Doesn't look like it, unfortunately. Again, what about of House Brax? Oreen Brax. Oh, she's betrothed to Emmon the Red Bridge, a 63-year-old Frey. Really? That would have been a good match as well. The heir to Hornvale, which would have been perfect. Can we not get Emmon the Red Bridge Frey out of the picture? He's very old. Because she would have been a very good potential bride. Humble, impatient, arbitrary, but it would have given us a claim on those lands that I would like to take at some point. So that is a real shame. That would have been the perfect match. I'm really disappointed. She doesn't have any siblings either. So it would have been pretty much ours. Ugh. There is another Brax, though. But she's betrothed as well to a farman. Disappointing. Annoying. If only we could get rid of him. Can we not get rid of you? Can't scheme to get rid of you or anything yet. Can we not invite you to court? No. So then we could like send you to the watch to get you out of the picture. She's got decent traits as well. I'm going to make you important. I'm going to keep an eye on what goes on there because that could be a very decent betrothal there. We're not employing a wet nurse. We don't need one at the moment anyway. Someone has arrived at our court. We're not endorsed by our septon. I already know. We are working on that at present. We can claim our liege's titles, but we're not going to do that just yet. And Edric C. Swift has arrived at your court. Some possessed, rakish lunatic. Hopefully he doesn't hang around for too much longer. And Aaron married. Ah, yes. I forgot about our sister is now of age. Could find her a spouse. Maybe one where they keep the grand name. Forgiving, temperate, lazy, zealot. Seems a very decent, lovely young lady, our sister. So let's try and find her a decent spouse. One with decent alliance power. Preferably a Riverlander, if possible. Doesn't seem what it was there. I don't think there was any male Braxes, was there? No. He's just got his sister, Raylene Brax, who probably would have been decent as... Oh, no, she's not. She's not betrothed to anyone. Can we arrange a marriage between her and ourselves? If we can get the other lady out of the picture, she, I believe, will she become heir? Ah, no, he does have a brother as well who has a young son, Flement Brax, who is sickly and fleeting, so may not be around for long. We could play the long game here to try and get this land. Our children will have claims upon it. It would have been better if we could marry his daughter. Maybe we wait, see how that plays out. We can scheme to murder him now. Let's attempt to murder Emmon the Redbridge Frey. If scheme is successful, Emmon Frey, yeah, let's start that scheme. And lots of Freys have instantly joined in with that scheme. We do have a very impressive spy master as well, actually. Where are you at present? At the Twins. So can we send our spy master there to support our scheme? In the Twins? That will help massively if we can. Yeah, support our scheme. Oh, yeah, we don't have to actually send her there anymore, do you, on CK3? Perfect, and we'll keep an eye on that. One of those two Braxes will be the perfect match, but we do still need to find a male heir of one of these lands. So there's not one in the Vances. Edmure's son was too young. You're too young in the Vance land as well. Brackens are all daughters. Ah, but the Blackwoods had a son, didn't they? Hoster Blackwood. Bryndon Blackwood is already married, but there is Hoster Blackwood. Does he become a mate? Oh, he's a maester. Typical. And then Lucas Blackwood has died, so we're not going to get a Blackwood match either, which is pretty annoying. What about Mooton? It's a bit out of the way, but he does have sons. Miles Mooton, married. Ryman Mooton. Callous, patient, vengeful. Not really, I don't think. But then we do want her to keep the name, so she might not be able to get anyone too decent anyway, to be honest. So let's just have a look then. Let's just try and arrange a marriage. Let's see if we can get someone with some decent traits who is willing to let us keep the name. There's a Leo Tyrell. Lazy, gregarious, arbitrary, ambitious. Don't really want someone ambitious. We have got, oh god, they're insanely old men. Let's go by age. Who are adults. Gendry. We could invite Gendry into court. Gendry's a nice lad. Brave, honourable, stubborn, arrogant. There isn't any Riverlander options. by the looks of it. Why not? Let's go for Gendra. Willing to accept it. Lowborn, keep the house grand name, and Gendra is departed for our court. To the impeccable Robert, I accept your marriage proposal. So now it's just hoping that we can murder that old Frey. And then betroth ourselves to Aurene Brax. Gendry has arrived at our court. Perfect. The life and duties of a squire. Today, Ingram and I are going to practice combat while on horseback. It's something we have both been looking forward to. Though, while I was in the stables last night, I heard Ingram and stable master going over the practice route. I know every single obstacle and surprise Ingram was planning on throwing at me and testing me on. I'm due down to the stables in a few minutes, but I'm torn if I should tell the truth or use the information to my advantage. Tell the truth, you do the honourable thing and tell the truth. You do the dishonourable. We will do the honourable thing. Let's see if we can get that to work in our favour. Our regent has Fervor's mandate. That's a point, actually. How are we doing? We can get her to swing scales in authority. Let's swell our levies. Show all the realm who truly rules these lands. Swing the scales. Your entrenched regency scales of power swings by 10 towards you. Pays 60 to Andra. She loses a bit of an opinion of us, but we can leverage gold. Spread a little wealth to remind people who's truly important. Ask for intercession from your head of faith. Use a hawk leverage pipe. No, I won't do that for now because I do want to keep the gold for now, so we won't do anything there. We can increase our crown authority, though, to level 3, which will probably upset people, but I'm going to do that because I want more control over our vassals. If we can get that out of the way now, early. How... Are we 14 yet? Yes, we are. We are 14. The life and duties of a squire. As Ingram and I are walking through the streets, we encounter an elderly beggar. The man is all bones and can barely formulate a sentence. My knight looks at me and asks me what we should do. A good knight helps the weak. Let's try and do all the right things and see if we can become a decent knight and get some decent traits. Just hope that we can get some sort of fighting ability. Is there any decisions that we can do to improve that? Can we train at all or anything like that? Doesn't look like it, unfortunately. But never mind. Lord, yeah, Tywin died. I missed Tywin dying. Died from his wounds. So we have King Jaime, the Kingslayer of the Rock now, with his actually got 3 genuine children, which is interesting. We have Joffrey, of course, in the east. So the Lannisters are ruling all over right now, which is, well, it sucks, doesn't it, to be honest. I'm hoping that Stannis or Renly will discover the incest at some point. It always seems to come out in every playthrough, so I'm sure it will come out at some point. And the life and duties of a squire. My knight has sent me to tend to their horses in the stables. I'm to wash the beast, groom it, feed it, and ensure its saddle is shined, polished, and comfortable. Better not waste time then. And we are about to increase our control here, so then we can get them over to one of... No, might seem we've already got good control, isn't we? It's just Brick that we need to improve. An agent removed from scheme. Unfortunately, that sucks, but we've got a 95% success chance, so... Get that old man out of the picture and get that very decent bride, because this land would be very good for us to have. Lord Edwin is no longer joined. Oh, he just joined and then he died. And Lord Harris of Blackpitch. Something happened there. And the time has come. My agents are in place. One of them will pay the assassin the very night the deed will happen. Another will ensure that the wall is unguarded. A third will leave a subtle trail of candles to Emmond's bedchamber. Everything is in place. 95% chance. Do it. And we've improved our control. Thank you, Roman Basgrove. The assassin performed spectacularly, and Emmon is finally dead. I've covered my tracks well, and if anyone suspects me for being behind the attack, no one dares say it out loud. Perfect, he's dead. So now let's try and get that perfect marriage that we want. Let's arrange a marriage between her and ourselves, and they will accept. Perfect. Well, how old is she? 15? So the right age. Perfect. And she is the heir to the Brax lands. Is perfect. Her liege is Lord Lucas of Wayfarer's Rest. Why is she there? Lord Titus of Hornvale is her... So I'm not sure why he's her liege. That makes no sense whatsoever. She's in his court. Interesting. I'm not sure what that's about. I'm sure we'll find out. The life and duties of a squire. Ingram tells me that a good knight can identify any man by the heraldry on his shield. He's been teaching me heraldry here and there, whether in the wild or while we're at a castle. If there is a sigil somewhere, he is quizzing me. Today he sits me down and asks me to name the houses these 3 sigils belong to. 2 combatant griffin, a counter changed on a red and white field, a brindled black and white boar on a brown field, black iron studs on a bronze field bordered with runes. So Royce. What was the second one? A brindled black and white boar. That's crate call. And a 2. Oh, easy. Connington, crate call, Royce. Ingram, Cossack gained 10% opinion of you. Awesome. To the impeccable Robert, I accept your betrothal proposition. You'll be betrothed to my courtier, Aureen. Why does he get to do that when... Am I definitely looking at this right? Yeah, Lord Titus of Hornvale. Definitely that land. His child is Aureen Brax. She's his primary heir. So why does he not get to decide what's... I'm very unsure on what's happening there. Everything looks like it adds up. I feel like there's something not right, though. We will find out. Does that mean we can get an alliance? We have an alliance with you as well. Can declare war on you to subjugate King Jamie, which would be a very silly thing to do. Offer squire, break betrothal. Okay. Not sure. Not sure at all what's going on there, but we've got that marriage pact that we want. I really want that land in the west, as we want to make a new kingdom, don't we? With a mixture, and the borders there are awesome. If we could build up this castle here. Andrew has gifted me a bag of gold and gems. She wants me to demonstrate the enterprising skills of House Grand with shrewd investments. I will be an exemplar for House Grand. She gives us 10 gold, a gift of fortune for 20 years. Gains some prestige and renown. Perfect. And we can unlock a perk for stewardship lifestyle. Lord Clement is now sharing power. Jordan gained a 25% opinion of us, which is good, so we're swaying him, so hopefully we'll be endorsed soon. Ingram has sent me on a difficult errand. While not hazardous or dangerous, the errand is very time-consuming. It involves me running around the keep. I'm not sure if I can get it done within the time frame he's given to me. Ingram is counting on me getting this errand done, but it seems I'm really out of time. Perhaps I can come up with a lie or blame someone else. No, a knight does not lie. And, oh yeah, we need to move our Master at Arms, don't we, to increase control in White Bricks, the last area that needs improvement. We are still getting this under control. A scheme at court. My spy master has come to me with grave news. While we do not yet know who, someone is plotting to kill my courtier, Darissa. Okay, I don't think it really matters. Scales of Power swing has reached a new level, and more borrowed powers are available to the region. Let's have a little look then. I've not really played around with this, to be honest, before, so everyone has a decent opinion of us now, though, which is good. Loyalty, selfless, good. Level 3, let's swing the scales. Can we do anything? It's going to upset her if we do that, so I don't... no, I don't really need... We haven't got much long left of our regency, and I don't really know what I'm doing with it, so I don't want to mess up by going too far. Of all the buffoonery I have ever seen, if in Armistead's insane effort to improve my relations with my neighbours, my good-for-nothing Chancellor has officially acknowledged Lord Otto's claim to the lordship of Warwood. Who is Lord Otto? Is that Smalt House Blaintree? Yes, it is. You absolute idiot. Right, I'm going to fire him. I don't care if he was our father's friend. Have we got a better Chancellor? Jonas the Brain Bracken, yes, but we can't really use you because you're already Arcastellan. We do have Jonathan Dirt, though, who is pretty good, so he will be our new Chancellor. Yes, I'm sorry, our father's friend, but you're fired. Get out. How dare you do that? Lord Clement is no longer sharing power. Lordship of Grandgate gained mismanaged population. My spy master has come to me with grave news. It is my courtier Alex that is plotting against my courtier Darissa. Who is Alex? The spouse of Beslan Pate. The reclusive fiend. Can we imprison her? Considering that she's plotting to kill someone, loses 30%. So this is an act of tyranny, but she's plotting to murder another courtier. Higher Liege entered Regency. Lord Clement is now sharing power with Lord John due to travelling abroad. Life and duties of a squire again. Today's schedule is not particularly full. I've done my errands, chores and duties, and it seems I have most of the day left to my discretion. Even my knight and mentor Ingram did not leave me any taxing responsibilities, which is relief considering we've been training at arms intensely these past few days. I'm not sure what to do with my time. One thought that crossed my mind would be to continue practicing what Ingram and I were training these past few days. I would be the only one in the training yard, but if I went to be a knight one day, I must keep my skills sharp. Practice makes perfect. Yeah, I want to get some decent fighting ability. We didn't get that strong trait, unfortunately, that our father had. I don't think it's inheritable, is it? No, it's not. Hale's the inheritable one. I keep getting mixed up. I play too much CK2. So I do get mixed up between the two quite often. Let's forward things along even quicker. The life and duties of the squire. Ingram tells me that a good knight can identify any man by the heraldry on his shield. Okay, what have we got this time for today's lesson? A golden lion on a crimson background, yep. A gold spear piercing a red sun, yep. And a golden rose on a green field. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy, Ingram. Come on, at least test us. Free Lord Paramount. Well, free kings. Too easy. Regent Fervor's mandate, and what have we got today? My knight Ingram has instructed me to clean his armor. Oh, again, yeah, well, we will do what's expected of us and clean the armor. My prisoner has died, don't really care. King Aegon, a Targaryen claimant, has landed in the lordship of Worthport with the exiled Lord John and 10,000 men under command of Harris of the Golden Company. As the memory of Aegon the Conqueror disposed dynasty resurfaces, Westeros is once again at war. Banners will be called, swords sworn, and oaths made as the stranger returns to the Seven Kingdoms. Perhaps this could be advantageous. Let us see what they have to offer. You will play King... No, I'm not going to play him. No, we will... Let's see how that plays out. So who's he actually at war with? Lord Mark has become your new liege after inheriting titles from Lord Clement. Lord Clement is dead, and there's a new... Lord Piper. How did he die? He died from his wounds. It seems to be happening a lot. So, who are the Targaryens? They've landed in the Riverlands, and they are attacking Storm King Joffrey of the Stormlands and King Aegon of the Targaryen host invasion. Interesting. We'll keep an eye on that. And we gain the trait Fortune Builder. Awesome. I don't think that's the best one, is it? But it's the one just below it, so I'll take that. With the help of Andri, I've completed my studies of stewardship. Even if the highest aspects of the subject elude me, I lived up to everyone's expectations and learned more than most. As I take my first steps into adulthood, I find myself reminiscing about some of the people who have made an impact on the man I have become. The friendship I shared with Rosalind meant a lot to me when we were both young, and to still have her by my side means a lot. The things Edgar put me through as a child still weigh heavy on me, and every time I see him, my mood is sure to turn sour. Edgar Strider. Oh, we're rivals with him. He's our bully, isn't he? Yeah, I wonder if we'll stay rivals. That would be interesting. Lord Robert, you are now a man. Robert looked at his reflection in the mirror. His tunic was that of House Grand, the fox proudly displayed on it. His father's cloak hung over his back and right shoulder, the same way his father had worn it. Today was the day that he was truly his father's heir in every sense of the word. For 3 years, the council had ruled in his stead, and he had acted as a squire to Sir Ingram. That all ended today. Leaving his chamber, 2 guards followed him. He had some say still over his ruleship, and these men had been ones that would prove most loyal to his father's memory. They followed him into the great hall, where a score of knights and men-at-arms awaited them, with Sir Ingram at their head. "I have gathered all men that speak of loyalty only to you, my lord," Sir Ingram declared, as men offered their bows, some kneeling. "You came to serve my father. You served me when I was but a boy," Robert declared, and motioned for the men to stand. "Now I call myself lucky to consider you, my leal men, as a true lord. The sigil of House Grand is the fox. It represents cunning, fearlessness, and ambition, my father told me. You all have displayed that by gathering here." A hand went down to his sword, gripping the pommel. "When the day comes, when the dreams of my father and I are fulfilled, you will be the first to see the rewards of today's bravery, today's loyalty. Today, each of you is a great hero of House Grand." A cheer went up from the men as Robert moved through them, men cheering for him and falling in line after. Armour donned and weapons unsheathed, the group of loyalists marched through the halls towards the council chamber. Robert led them, followed closely by Ingram and the knights that had proven themselves the most loyal. Some men asked their way, others ordered them to halt the closer they got to the council chamber, but all yielded when they spoke of this being the Lord's business. Their places as guards replaced by those that had proved themselves to be loyalists. Those that hadn't were ushered away, their weapons taken from them. "Halt! None may enter, the council is in session," one of the 4 guards stated at the doors to the council chamber. "This is my council, in my lands, in my keep. Do you wish to deny me entry to my own chambers?" Robert asked. At his words, Sir Ingram and a few other knights raised their swords towards the guards in open challenge. That made the guards' resolve crumble, as they stepped aside to be disarmed. 2 men took guarding positions, while another 2 opened the doors into the council chamber, loud words filling the passageway. "And it is Lord Duncan's legacy that—" Sir Basgrove was in the midst of proclaiming when he fell silent along with the others, stunned. He had a finger levied at Armistead Strider when all stopped. Jonas Bracken rose first, then the others followed and each bowed. The Castellan was also the first to raise his voice. "My lord, we were not expecting you at this hour." Robert strode in, Sir Ingram and 2 more knights following. "And why is that? This is my council, is it not? I believe I should sit at my own council hearings." Sir Jonas looked dumbfounded before answering. "Yes, of course, but—" "Then we agree," Robert said, as he moved around the table and sat himself in the Lord's chair, leaning back and looking around. The doors were closed and Sir Ingram took his position beside the young lord. He bade each of them to sit, and when none dared to speak, the Lord of Grangate took charge. "Now, Sir Raymond, I believe you were discussing my father's legacy. You may continue." So does that mean we can get wed to our Brack's bride, which will be interesting? She's got some interesting traits, but all about the titles. We will go with the stewardship focus. We have 1 point to spend. What do we want to go with? The wealth focus, the domain focus, the duty focus. Let's go for domain. Same as our father for now. Golden obligations, taxman, cutting cornerstones, or vassal. Yeah, we'll go for that one. Gain more income. Choose a patron aspect. Don't really know. The smith, I suppose. +1 stewardship. So we'll go with that. We can host a grand tournament, which we won't do. We're betrothed can marry. Do we host a grand wedding? I don't think there's any need for a grand wedding. To the perceptive Robert, I accept your marriage proposal. You'll be joined in with my acquaintance Orion in holy matrimony. She has departed for our court. You lost the trait bossy. Did we... Oh, no, we didn't gain anything else, did we? That's just a childhood trait. You can end your entrenched regency. We can offer her gold to keep her happy. Offer piety. She gains an opinion of his. That's a lot of piety, though. Offer a favour. I suppose it's our mother. We can afford to give our mother a favour, surely. We can declare 12 wars. Most of them are just, yeah, ones that don't really matter. We can create an accolade. Oh, yeah, we would have lost an accolade, wouldn't we? When, no, why is... Who's his successor? Veslin Pate. So, Ingram, why do you no longer have your accolade? Let's get that back under control. Your successor is Lucas Pate. Have we got another one? Gendry? No, so it'll stay as Lucas Pate for now. Perfect. Have plenty of coin. We can now press those claims, but we'll wait until our bride arrives. Let's try and get an heir on the way. Regency ended. With my marriage to Lady Aurene, the realm expects us to throw a suitably extravagant wedding celebration. It is well within my right to collect a royal aid duty as part of this, but some may consider it tasteless to levy an extra tax during a time of jubilation. Of course I will collect it. Who pays for their own wedding? I'll let my subjects enjoy the festivities without worry or care. No, we'll collect it. We're greedy. Get some new money. Your liege has passed the law high crown authority. Our wife has arrived at our court, but it looks like she's got into a bit of trouble. She looks a bit battered and bruised. We're above our domain limit. That's all right. It won't be for much longer. Don't have to worry about that. What on earth happened to you? At least she's here. That's the main thing. Jordan has been swayed, so I'm guessing he'll endorse us now. Yeah, he's got a very good opinion of us, so I think it's time to then try and sway our wife. Instead, we will try and seduce our bride, because we want to make sure that we get ourselves a son and heir as soon as possible. Has our sister had any children yet? Not yet. To my vassal, as an influential lord, it is only fair that you have a voice on my council. In recognition of this fact, I hereby offer you the position of steward of Pink Maiden. I will gladly accept that. And my knight has entrusted me with the delivery of a message to Willem. I have not been told what the message is, and I have specifically been instructed not to open this message, even though the message is not properly secured. This message is apparently important, so I've been told to make the delivery before sundown. I will deliver this immediately. Let's get it over with. We want to get knighted as well. We want to be a knight. A very important squire. After inheriting my titles and land, it is clear that I can no longer remain a squire. In order to meet the demands of social pressure, I should look into becoming a knight as soon as possible. I will command my knight to make me a knight. I will command a knight in my court to knight me. Actually, I will not pursue knighthood anymore. You lose trait knight. Ingram Cosset is no longer your... No, we can command him to knight us. Or we can ask someone... No, we'll command him to knight us then. We have been knighted. There we go. But we don't have any fighting ability, which is rather annoying. Lord Mark is no longer sharing power. How do you actually gain that fighting ability then if we can't actually fight? Must be a way of actually doing it. I'm being completely stupid, I'm guessing. Or is it... domain vote. What have we got here? A few kills. Yeah, we will. We will press our claims very soon. Who are the Reach at war with? King Agramor of the Reach. His father was murdered. Lord Willis. I didn't even know that Mace had died. Ate some poisonous plants. Oh, fair enough. What about Garland? Married to a Lannister. Loris. Married to a Hewitt. Does have a child. Marjorie married to Lord Samuel the Handsome Hunter. Well, things have turned out very different for Samuel Tarly, it would seem. Very different indeed. He can actually fight, which is interesting, to say the least. This is more than I can say about us. We do have 2,800 manpower now, though. We have a lot of money. Do you know what? Let's increase our footmen just by 1. For now, an extra 100. And we'll increase our cavalry as well by 1. Giving ourselves just a bit of extra manpower. High Liege entered Regency. Okay. Beneath those layers. How should I approach Lady Oreen? She seems like a reserved individual who prefers silence as a companion. At least that's how she appears on the surface. Who knows what sort of person she is in private? Is she meek and submissive, or perhaps passionate and fiery? I'll find out once I have breached her stony exterior. For now, I have to decide how to make myself remain in her thoughts after spending some time alone. Be as gallant and charming as possible. Approach Aureen tenderly as a friend. I'll just wait for the right opportunity. No, let's be as gallant and charming as possible. We are a knight, after all. Beneath those layers, I managed to get a moment alone with Lady Aureen. I bide my time, balancing flattery and conversation. Then, as the right mood settles, I catch myself reaching to grasp Aureen's hand, but pull back before she notices. I lay bare my feelings for Aureen and declare my undying love for her. Not even in my wildest dreams could I have imagined you were this passionate, Robert, she exclaims while desperately fanning herself. While she doesn't respond to my proclamation in kind, I'm certain that the shade of red on her ears is due to her blushing ferociously at my bold words. So that, I take that as a positive, Robert. And fate smiles upon me. My wife, Lady Aureen, is bearing my child. I cannot wait to hold the baby in my arms. Perfect. If it's a son, we press our claim. Constant torment. The things Clayson put me through as a child still weigh heavy on me. The stares, the laughter, the pain. Every time I see him, my mood is sure to turn sour. Who are you? Clayson Piper. He might have become an adult now, but I know that he will never become a decent person. I'll never forgive him. Childhood bully. Who is his father? Martin Piper. Should we goad him? Yeah, let's goad him. Why not? Clayton Piper gained goaded for 3 years. Yeah, take that, you fat prick. The dance. I am attending the dance not simply because I am the lord of the castle, but because I want to see Lady Aurene there. She looks resplendent, and when we finally have a moment to ourselves, I offer my suggestion, a walk in the garden. It worked for our father, let's see if it works. Lady Aurene and I walked gardens, talking about all manner of things. We eventually realised we had both lost track of time, and when we returned, the dance had already started winding down. What an evening we had. Yes, what an evening, Robert. I've noticed various inconsistencies and omissions in the tax records for white bricks. It is clear these errors cannot be simple mistakes. Someone has been embezzling funds. Unfortunately, the trail of this mysterious culprit is erratic enough that it is difficult for me to determine exactly which tax collector is responsible. Investigate the matter discreetly. Assume direct control over taxation in white bricks. The control level in white bricks will change by 20. Execute the lot of them and bring in new collectors. We'll go for the second one so that we can gain control, because that's what we're trying to do at the minute. And your newborn son is your player heir. Yes, we have a son. Axel. Axel Grand. What an interesting name. As a big fan of Guns N' Roses, I think I'll keep that name. It's a bit out of place, but who cares? It's different. With a tired yet blissful smile, Aurene presents me with a perfect little son. One day, child, you will carry on my legacy. What name would befit a lord? Axel Grand. Got 2 intrigue, I'm guessing from his mother, but we do have a son and heir, which means, Lord Piper, your days are numbered. Ah, claim liege title. I found it. I was being stupid. Gets an unpressed claim on the High Lordship of Pink Maiden. Yeah, that's the only one that we want to go for. So we can do that, but we need a little bit more prestige to be able to do that, unfortunately. We're not missing that much. I'm sure that we can gain 500 prestige pretty quickly. We will train for a tournament. That costs us prestige, which is not good. What can we do to increase our prestige? We'll be able to do something, but we will end the episode there, guys, for now. And we will work on that in the next episode at expanding ourselves into the High Lord of this area. At least we've also hopefully got the claim on this land here as well. So things are looking good. I will check that quickly, actually. Our son, Lordship of Grand Maester, does he not have the claim from his wife? She is still the heir, isn't she, to... Yep, she's still the primary heir to this land, so it's all good. It's all good. Thank you all for watching, guys. As always, I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed. Please don't forget to leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe if you haven't already. And hopefully I'll see you all very soon for the next episode.